Welcome to Zion Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always in this broadcast. Even after fired or resigned as the AG in the UDA administration, he decided to still fight back at his former boss, that is President William Ruto, after Ruto had declared himself that he is the best president in Kenya, Africa and the world. Yeye peke yake amesoma zaidi kushinda hata marais wastaafu ama wenye walisha aga dunia. Muturi decided to drop a bombshell by saying that someone who is corrupt, ranked as the most corrupt leader in the world, should not rule this country anymore.
Cannot stand like I saw William Ruto saying he's the best president in Kenya. I mean, somebody who's been voted as the most corrupt president in the world stands and starts saying that he's the best person, the best thing that ever happened in Kenya, surely. Is he saying the rest of us are, I mean, if he is the best, yeah, from himself, which is really an absurdity, that the most corrupt president in the world, he stands before Kenyan people and says is the best thing to have ever happened in the leadership of Kenya.
As that right, we have that freedom of expression. We have that right to talk about ourselves, someone, if he or she is not performing in leadership. But the fact remains, do you think William Ruto has done better as he is saying in social media platform? Do you think he has done his best as we speak at this moment? Politically speaking, sincerely speaking, I can only give William Ruto 4% because what Ruto have done best is only housing project. Plus, when you talk about this Kasarani Stadium, might boost him up to 10%, if so. But when we talk about now leadership, youth are still not having jobs. That is the truth. Is still recycling them. Is still recycling the old people in this government. The convoys which I talk about is still enjoying the luxurious life. I was expecting him. Now because he came from a poor background, as he has said, I was expecting him to reduce those convoys. Because the people who used to rule this country were well-off family. So they don't think, wajui shida ni nini. But William Ruto ni yule amejua shida. So I was expecting him to do something different with the other former head of state. But the moment he has shown me that the moment you give someone power, you will know what it does while in this power. Yes, that is why I don't support the percentage fully. Plus other things you can as well say. But according to Muturi, he has viewed it differently. He's saying that this man is corrupt. Yesterday when I talk about the CSS corruption, they have been exposed. And when the CSS have been exposed, it means that all this UD administration is a skunk administration, which cannot help Kenyans anymore, as said by John Mbadi, including John Mbadi, as he said, his skunk is also now this skunk in this UD administration. So Kenyans are saying it is now upon them to go away and come out and decide to come out with a new leadership administration. The third point, Muturi might be angry. Of course, we must be angry. He's still not happy with William Ruto. He wasn't expecting that he could have been outside the power. Muturi was speaking nicely while in the power. But today he's outside the power. Of course, we understand this politician. Wakishatolewa, wanaongea vile wanataka. Wakiwa ndani, wamenyamaza, midomo yao ndio imefura hivi. Ndio maana nani aliambia Raila Odinga This gentleman, mimi ndio napendanga huyu Didmas Barasa. Anasema ukweli saa zingine. Ya kwamba Raila ukishiba kuwa na table manners. You're not supposed to talk while eating. Kuwa na table manners. Anyway, so I expect Justin Muturi, the time he was in the government, alikuwa anakula, alikuwa na table manners. Akinyang'anywa chakula anakuja kuongea huko. Please lead us on a serious note. Let us think on how we can build this country. It is not all about convincing Kenyans. Tafadhali tusichukue wananchi kama left, right and center tunawatoss tu. Wewe unataka kazi kuja afanye contract aende. Unataka hii kuja. Let us build this country whereby kila mtu anaweza survive at his or her own expenses. Mimi nikinunua ile maziwa, yeye pia ananunua hiyo maziwa. Si ati nikinunua maziwa yeye anakosa. Si ati Otieno akinunua maziwa mimi nakosa. Si ati Nyambura akinunua ng'ombe yake mimi nakosa kununua hata ndama. I make sense. Let us live as brothers and sisters. But the truth of the matter is that there is a political disappointment. Justin Muturi as a proof to William Ruto that is the most corrupt leader and is not supposed to rule this country. So he's also raising Kenyans' eyebrows by saying, please don't elect this leader again. If you give him a chance, you will cry in the next 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your take? I rest my case at this point. Thank you so much for your always great support in this broadcast.